Hello, good morning, class 8 student. How are you? I hope you all are doing well. And this is our Q&A session. That is your questions and my answers. And before going to start or before going to clarify your doubts, I just want to inform you that from now onwards, you don't need to write your doubts in the Google form. There is no link provided. You just have to send me your doubts if you're having. Then in our school app, that is CI Soft app, and I will definitely respond it back to you whenever I'll get time. Okay, so let us start this Q&A session with the first question, and this is, what is semi-permeable membrane? So semi-permeable membrane is a type of membrane which allows certain substance to enter in, or that selective substance to enter in or cross it. Okay, so the membrane which allows certain substance to go across, that is called a semi-permeable membrane. About plant cells, so cell wall is permeable in nature. It means which allows substance to enter in. But that cell membrane, which is inner to it, that is selectively permeable, or we can say which is semi-permeable, which allows certain substance to enter into the cell. Okay. Now the next question is difference between osmosis and active transport. So both are different processes. The movement of molecule, the process in which movement of molecule takes place from higher concentration to lower concentration, then it is called as osmosis. But here that the movement of solvent molecules takes place, and that semi-permeable membrane is needed. So, movement of molecules from higher concentration to lower concentration with the help of semi-permeable membrane, then it is called as osmosis. Okay, so the osmosis, I think it is clear to you. And about active transport, so when the movement of molecules takes place from lower concentration to higher concentration, it's an easy process that when molecules move from high to low, but it is a difficult process that molecules, especially that mineral ions, move from lower concentration to higher, from lower to higher. So it is a difficult process, and for that, energy is needed. In osmosis, there is no need to expend energy, but if it is about low to high, then expenditure of energy takes place. Okay, and this energy is in the form of ATP, which is stored in mitochondria, and this is produced at the in the process of respiration. So with the help of ATP, with the help of this energy molecule, this movement of molecule from low to high concentration takes place. The minerals like that NPK, like nitrogen and phosphorus and potassium, that their movement is required by the cell from lower concentration to the higher concentration. It means it is still in the requirement. Okay, and for that, protein molecules work as a carrier, which carries, which bound to the particular substance, okay, or particular ions, and then these are present at the cell membrane. Okay, and this protein molecule bound with particular ions, and then after carrying it to inside the cytoplasm, then discharge it. Okay, and for doing this work, to carry these molecules or these ions from lower concentration to higher concentration, energy is needed, and this energy is in the form of ATP. Full form of ATP is adenosine triphosphate. Now the next question is, are root pressure and capillary force occur at same time? So capillary force and this root pressure, they both are actually related with the ascent of sap. So, as I told you, that different scientists have given different theory, but all this theory related with the ascent of self, it means that conduction of water to the upper parts of the plant. So yes, this theories are really existing in the nature. These are not only theory; these are actually, we can say that these are natural phenomenon, and all this work together along with the transpiration pool, because all these theories or all this phenomena has one aim, that the water has to go up. Okay, so it can be root pressure theory, it can be capillary force theory, it can be both, and along with the transpiration pool. Okay, so it depends on the height of the plant, it is also depends on the transpiration. Okay, So yes, they exist in nature. All these exist in the nature. Then next, what is epidermis and what are its functions? So epidermis, I can say that these are generally tissue. These are protective tissues, and it is generally a single layer of cells. This tissue is formed of single layer of cells. This you can see. Okay, single layer of cells covering all soft parts of the plant like stem or leaves or roots. So, and about its function, so this epidermis is protective in nature, or we can say, as I told you, that it is a protective tissue. So it covers the plant body, help in covering the plant body. And the stomata in the epidermis allows exchange of gases and transpiration. Yes, so for transpiration or for gases exchange, this epidermis is useful. Okay, and besides that, the cuticle checks excessive evaporation under loss of water. Okay, this epidermis also protects the plant from excessive heat. This epidermis also allows the plant to protect it from excessive heat or cold. Okay, and even also it protects from the bacterial attack or any infection. The next one is, does artificial light affect the rate of transpiration? Yes, this is a good question. Rate of transpiration is affected by the natural light, that is called sunlight. Okay, and in the presence of that, higher the amount of light, higher will be be the rate of transpiration. Okay, but what about artificial light? So artificial light can be of different types. If it is about incandescent light, then yes, the rate of transpiration increases. It means that certain amount of transpiration increase, but with the amount of increase or the rate of increase in the transpiration is very low, which is somewhat like negligible. And about that fluorescent light, which is an also a type of artificial light, then in the presence of fluorescent light there is no uh, there is no rate in the increase rate of transpiration not increased. Okay, so if it is about incandescent light or like electric bulbs or tube lights, so some amount of transpiration may increase. Okay, then what would happen if stomata not closed during night? So stomata is responsible for, as I told you, that stomata helps in the gaseous exchange and also that it helps in transpiration. Okay, and generally that stomata opens during the daytime. In the daytime, that already that the most of the water is used up. Okay, and gaseous exchange like carbon dioxide is required for the process of photosynthesis. So this has happened during the daytime, but in the night time, if the same thing happened, like stromata is open, then what has happened that there can be a leak of water, because actually that there this is more that there is more water loss, and it prevents water to escape. It means the closing of stomata prevents the water to escape during night time. So I can say that about that stomata, if it's closes during night, so it's good. If it is not closed during night, then there can be leaking of water, and also that gases exchange or the amount of gases present in the atmosphere, they get also affected. Okay, because there are so many trees around us, and which affects the concentration of gases. Then what are blisters? So blisters are, I can say that these are the um, let me show you picture, then I'll explain. See, so blisters, this is a blister. So blisters are actually that these are jelly like or gelatin or thin, I can say, or bubble like structure, which forms when or which cause when that the someone get burned, especially that in at the time of second degree burn. Okay, blisters. So blisters are what? These are the bubble or short gelatin like structures that occur on the skin when skin burn is there. Okay, the next question is, how teeth become yellow on smoking? So teeth become, yes, the teeth become yellow on smoking. Let us show you a picture. Okay, see his teeth. Okay, They gets yellow. So that is actually caused by staining, which is caused by nicotine or that tobacco is already having its stain or its color, which leaves its color while smoking. Okay, so instead that regular brushing that the person may regular brush, so maybe that some amount of yellowing that he can prevent himself from that yellow and that this much yellowing. But it's better that the person should avoid taking cigarettes, or that avoid smoking, because smoking, as you know, that it is injurious to health, and you have seen that in to the teeth also. So not to take a cigarette, that is much better option. Are there any vaccines available for preventing of smoking? Vaccines, no. Actually, if it is about vaccines, then it will be a compulsory vaccine, because every parent want that their child will not take this smoke and in the lifetime. But this is not that the vaccines are not developed. But yeah, is that some of the people, or some of people claims that there is a course for which makes a person to get rid of this habit when taking smoke. That they assure, they gives a surety that the person will be get rid of this activity. So maybe that that their claim is true, I don't know exactly. But yes, there is no vaccine for prevention of smoking. Why should we place the right hand of the unconscious person next to his her head? So it is actually recommended by doctors also that always sleep to the left side of yours, so that it will be good for you, for all the digestive organs and even the heart too. It makes the blood pressure proper. And it also, and if it is about unconscious person, so it also makes that person to feel some relaxed, because it makes the airway clean. Okay, to make the airways clear, and it also helps in to prevent choking. Okay, so that's why it is suggested that to keep this. Here you can see that the person is at the left side. Okay, keep his right hand towards the left cheek, so which helps in supporting the head. Okay, and to make its airway clear. Okay, so this is the recovery position, and this is beneficial when the person lose its consciousness. Okay, here it is also mentioned, you can see that keep airway clear and prevent choking. So it helps in the prevention of choking. Okay, then next question: what is the first aid given in case snake spits its venom in the person's eyes? Oh, bad luck. So in this condition, if it is some of the snake also do this, that they spits their venom into the person's eye, so that the person is unable to move, or unable to create danger for the snake. Okay, so that time what we should do, just rush to the doctor as soon as possible. This is the first thing we have to do. But if it is about the first aid, what the first aid has to be given, so wash the eye or eyes, okay, with the generous milk. It can be water, it can be milk. Okay, so that the maybe that this venom with the flow of this that water or that milk, so that just flow out from the eyes. Okay, and besides that, rush to the doctor, because it is about that maybe that the person become blind. So it's better that to rush to the doctor and wash the eyes if it is possible. Okay, and about unit tests, so unit test, there is right now there is no information. And some students have asked me that, ma'am, what will be the that course of this unit test? So it will be the two chapters, 1 and 5 we have already completed. So these two chapters will be coming, but I don't know that the unit tests are going to held or not. So if it is so, then the school will priorly inform you. Then I think at least 1 2 weeks before. And some of the students, I also that I've seen that they have made their copies, that they have written that, ma'am, we have made copies and we have written our answers. Okay, so if you have made your own answers and you feel that they are right, then it's okay. And otherwise, I've already given marked answers in the book itself, in the snapshots itself. So if you're writing this or you prefer your own, no problem. But, the thing is that it should be correct. Okay, whatever the requirement of the question, if it is fulfilled, then okay. And one of the student also told me that I have made the diagram of stoma, so that's good. That's pretty fine. So I think all your doubts are over. Okay. If still having any doubt, you can ask me. Till then, good day. Keep studying. If the tests are not going to help or it's going to be, I don't know exactly. So you just keep studying, keep completing your copies, and also that keep learning. Okay. Till then, have a nice day. Good day. Bye bye.